Hey kids, this is Aaron from the podcast that wouldn't die, and Kevin and I use Zencastr. You think you're better than us, that you're using something else? You're wrong. Zencastr's the place to be. Who are you to deny it?
It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencastr. Log in using your browser and start recording a high-quality podcast right away. Record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use our code DIEHARD and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. We want you to have the same experiences we do for all our podcasting and content needs. It's time for you to share your story.
Only a fool will give up a chance for a 30% discount.
Stephen King, originator of Pet Sematary. Arthur Conan Doyle, author of Sherlock Holmes. Michael McDowell, creator of Beetlejuice. George Romero, director of Night of the Living Dead. Now, these four masters of everlasting horror bring to the screen 4 tales of overwhelming terror.
Welcome to the latest episode of the podcast that wouldn't die. I'm your host, Kevin. With me, as always, is Aaron.
Hello there.
This week, we're discussing the horror anthology film, The Tales from the Darkside, the movie, starring Christian Slater, Steve Buscemi, David Johansen, James Remar, and Debbie Harry. It is a freaking all-star cast, to say the least.
I forget how much I love James Remar.
I have to say this. I don't know if it was because I was watching in high def, but his teeth look brown. Whenever they
It was another time. It was another time, my friend.
Sweet Lord. I was like, get him a whitening strip or something. No offense,
First
James.
of all, your settings for your 90K looks like shit. So, for all we know, he has like actual human pearls, but it's your crazy settings on your giant TV.
I don't know. Off the table. It's possible.
Something's wrong with you. You need to get your vision checked.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So, each week on the podcast, we discuss guilty pleasures and forgotten classics of the horror and sci-fi genre with a comedic twist. Aaron, I'm throwing it to you. What's up with you? What's going on?
Well, it's Mother's Day weekend is coming up.
Okay.
And my son suggested that I take him to the movies, and he suggested a couple of shitty movies, or that he can make me oatmeal.
Is it steel cut? If it's steel cut, maybe it's worth it. No?
It's Walmart's finest. I was not impressed. Let's just put that out there. This is why my son doesn't get to go to Italy with me. He has not earned the right.
Some Quaker Oats just doesn't get the job done, is what you're saying?
Yeah. When I'm in Italy, a young, youthful person with no children. Absolutely. That's what you get.
It's a sad situation.
Sad situation. Yeah, 150%, brother.
I have to surreptitiously remind my children that Mother's Day is this weekend, and it would behoove them to write a card or do something.
Sing a song, do a skit. Come out of their room.
You know what? And sometimes it's like, oh, I remember my youngest, essentially one birthday for me rolled around. Like the other two were running upstairs hastily to like draw a picture on a piece of paper. Luca was like, couldn't give a shit. Just sitting on the couch looking at me like, what? So what? What you gonna do about it, old man? You get nothing to like it. 100%.
Dude.
So
you gotta. I hope you pranked her on her birthday.
You get nothing. So
a picture. No, Luca needs to open up a card and see a drawing from Mom and Dad. We gave you 100% more than you gave me. Boom.
Fair. Could not be bothered. Sweet Jesus. So, anywho, good stuff. Mother's Day is always a happy time. There was a joke that somebody was like, "Oh, it's Mother's Day. Here, honey, you get to spend your whole day with the kids. I'll be back later."
I'll be back later. Time to celebrate you.
Enjoy.
I'll be back later. I literally used to have my husband take the kids and just go out to breakfast, go to the movies, just let me have a little quiet time.
That's Mother's Day, where you're farther and farther from your children. Please.
Exactly what your mother wants. You're way too close most of the time, so this is my chance to have some sweet freedom.
Smile, sweet freedom. Anywho, Aaron, give us your 30-second synopsis of Tales from the Darkside.
I can do it in like 3 sentences.
Please.
Piss poor bootleg copy of Creepshow.
Fair.
Piss poor, but with an all-star cast.
Kind of a crazy,
but with a crazy. Oh my God! These people all went on to incredible careers.
It's true.
Not based on this, I'll tell you that.
I saw this movie in the theater, and Christian Slater is like the big actor in the first story, and I remember not knowing him. So this is before he was a big star.
This is before Heathers?
He was in Heathers before this, but so it wasn't like he was just some dude in off the street. He'd been in other things.
Right.
But this is before it was like, oh, that's Christian Slater. You know what I mean? And definitely before Steve Buscemi. Or Julianne Moore, this is literally her first movie.
Steve Buscemi looks like a little baby. His eyes are not even that buggy at this point. That's bad.
Sweet Jesus.
So basically, it starts off, you got Deborah Harry from Blondie, hot off her Videodrome experience, playing kind of like the old witch in Hansel and Gretel.
Yes.
Except it's Baseball Boy from Dr. Sleep. She's going to cook him up into a pan. And then 3 nonsensical stories as the wraparound. Instead of the creepy skeleton dude turning the page of the comic, we just keep coming back to Deborah Harry and a kid reading a story like it's the fucking never-ending story. Except the never-ending story kid doesn't get eaten by Columbo.
Fair. Well, it's 1001 Arabian Nights, where Scheherazade has to read another story to survive another day. Essentially.
Arabian nights like Arabian days, more often than not, are hotter than hot in a lot of good ways. I have to tell you, I know it's not popular, but I love Aladdin. The music from Aladdin is amazing.
It's great, 100%.
All right, so there's 3 stories. There's one that we were talking about with a mummy. There's one about cats, and then there's one about gargoyles.
Yep.
Which is your favorite, Kevin?
That's an excellent question. I'll tell you which one I hate. The cat from hell.
Which ones? Oh, the Cat from Hell.
Cat from Hell.
Adapted from a Stephen King novel.
It was. 100%. And what's interesting, it's like, I don't care about a killer cat. I don't care about that. That sucks.
No.
Get rid of that.
It's not scary.
Right.
It's not scary.
It's not scary or interesting. So
that's
not here nor
there.
And
honestly, every other death could have been explained just because that's what fucking cats do. They try to kill you. They try to run right in front of your feet. That's what they do, and they don't care.
I mean, I don't want to get too deep into
it. Doesn't mean they're demonic.
Well, how about this? Maybe don't have a house full of like extremely old people who are already in wheelchairs suffering from emphysema and figure they're going to live for another 40 years. Guess again. So Had you ever seen this before? I talked about I saw it in the theater. Had you ever seen it
No.
before? That was
I've
it.
heard the phrase. Maybe I saw the series, maybe not. But I've heard. Was it a comic? Is that what it was? I
No.
know the phrase "Tales from the Dark Side."
Okay, here's the story. Okay. They, with the success of the Creepshow movie, okay,
Yeah.
they were going to create a anthology series called Creepshow. That was just going to be like a TV show, right? Each week, like Twilight Zone. Each week there's a new story,
Right.
blah blah blah. For whatever reason, they couldn't get the rights, or there was some rights issue, so they created a totally new concept out of whole cloth, calling Tales from the Dark Side. And speaking
With
of,
George Romero and Stephen King again.
well, but I'm talking about the TV series now. In the
Oh, the
TV
series.
series,
Okay.
in the TV series, and if you haven't seen it, I still tell people the opening to Tales from the Dark Side, the TV series, was quite scary, because it would said, like, you live in a brightly lit world, but there's another world that's just as real, but not so brightly lit. And then kind of, and then the screen kind of like went like negative, like it was negative of images of trees or whatever it was, and it was pretty
Did see
creepy.
that, because that sounds good.
It was probably on for like 3 or 4 years in the late 80s. I'm
Right.
trying to think. And it was just Twilight Zone or whatever, one of those shows. And it was always on late, as you might imagine.
Yeah.
And it was reasonably successful. So they made Creepshow the movie, they made Creepshow 2, and they wanted to make Creepshow 3, same thing, couldn't get it done. So they took the title of the TV show, Tales from the Dark Side, and just stuck it on the Creepshow. Creepshow 3, essentially, is Tales from the Dark Side, the movie.
Well, quite frankly, I've never seen Creepshow 2, but if Creepshow 3 is anything like it, I'm going to just pass that by.
Well, like we said, we did the show Creepshow on our podcast with our friend Ed from the Film Effect podcast. We talked about, there were 5 stories, I believe, in the original Creepshow. By the time they got around to Creepshow 2, there was only 3 stories. And interestingly enough, the
Dude, that means these were the best.
The Cat from Hell story was originally going to be in Creepshow 2, but for budgetary reasons, it was cut. So they just slapped
Because
it
a
on this
cat
one.
and 3 people are too expensive?
Too
Was it the stupid effect of the cat crawling inside his body and then just crawling and just hanging out there and then crawling out? It would have been cooler if the cat then possessed the body. But what was the point of the cat crawling in his mouth, hanging out in his stomach for the old man and waiting for the old man to get back? What if the old man just moved? What if he didn't come back? He stayed at the hotel.
Let's do this systematically. Let's go to the highlights, but let's do one story at a time. Why don't we start with the wraparound story?
The wraparound story is, God bless Deborah Harry. Love Deborah Harry.
100%.
Not a strong actress. Not a strong actress.
A little too Costner-y for you? Is that what you're saying?
Bless her fucking heart. And she's a beautiful woman and a lovely voice, but she's a Madonna actor.
Well, she's fine in this. Essentially, they during the opening credits, she's driving through town saying hi to the mailman. She's kind of living like kind of a suburban upper middle class existence. She's throwing a dinner party, opens up the door, and there's like a dungeon with a little kid who is surprisingly affected. That's Matthew Lawrence. His older brother was Joey Lawrence from Blossom. Yeah. Whoa.
I knew I recognized him.
He was really good. The little kid was like, "She's gonna eat me! Somebody help!" I thought he was
He was not good. He was like the 80s precocious kid who's never really that scared.
Oh,
He's
that's
never
not
that
true.
scared.
Early
What?
on, he
Did we
was.
see the same thing? Because
You're
it
high
doesn't
as a
seem
kite.
like it.
Later, granted, later he seems remarkably composed, but initially, when she first reveals him, he has a genuine kind of scared quality, which I appreciated. But
He
yes,
was not baseball boy, I'll tell you that.
no. Oh, thank God for that. That was very, very upsetting.
That
Very
was
upsetting.
very upsetting.
But like you said, she had given him a book. She gave him a box of cookies and to fatten his ass
Well, it
up.
looks like he'd been there for weeks because it was stacked up, moldy old discount. You notice it had the price reduced stickers
100%.
on it, but there was like a pile of these old knockoff Chips Ahoy bullshit just rotting in the corner. I thought you liked cookies.
Right. 100%. I guess he was the paper boy. And he looked like, how old? He looked young. He was like 8 or 10 or something. He seemed like far
Or
too young to be
15,
delivering
I
the
don't know.
paper. Not 15.
Yes.
God damn it.
Papers used to be delivered by children.
It wasn't a 5-year-old roaming the streets. Come on, this kid is not 15.
Oh, now he's 5 years old? Get out of
He
here.
is 2 years old.
He was like 13, 14, something
Bullshit.
like that.
I don't agree. Don't agree. But anyway, she's preparing for the dinner party, and she says she basically has to eviscerate him and fill his ass full of, stuffing and pop him in the gigantic oven that she has in time for the dinner party. But
who's coming to this dinner party? Because you hear her borrowing 8 champagne glasses. Because I think the body's going to have a very particular look. So is this some kind of... you got the cast from Bewitched is coming over. Who else is coming? Esmeralda's going to be there. Darren. And Dora.
Dr. Bombay. It could be anybody at this
Emergency, come right away.
Those are deep pulls. Like I always say, it's like when I was a kid, you'd stay home from school. You were probably watching Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie, at least a little portion of the time. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So he's telling her the stories, and by the end, he so stupid. She comes to get him, and he throws some marbles on the floor, and she trips on the marbles, impales herself, and then flies into the oven. So it was Hansel and Gretel.
He literally does it right in front of her.
Yes, says what he's going to do. He's acting like he's reading the next story. There was a kid, and he had a bunch of marbles in his pocket, and he threw them on the floor, and she tripped on. She like a clumsy ox. He told her what he was going to do, and then he pushes her ass in the oven, and that's the end of Debbie.
There you go.
So such is
bye,
life.
Debbie.
Anything else we want to say about the wraparound story? There's not much to tell.
No, I think we just told the whole story.
We told the whole.
Yeah, it was very Hansel and Gretel.
So the first story that he tells is called Lot 249, and it was actually based upon a story by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I Googled it. They talked about he is the first author that made a mummy as kind of a scary monster as opposed to just a curiosity. Like he was the
when
first.
I was a kid, the old mummy, Boris Karloff, all wrinkly and desiccated, that was fucking effective.
100%.
Brendan Fraser mummy, not scary.
Well, I mean,
that mummy was quite attractive.
I even like the Christopher Lee Peter Cushing mummy, where it's that same kind of vibe, those old Hammer films. What the issue with mummies in modern day society is I guess people don't find kind of the lumbering mummy to be quite as effective anymore. So it always becomes
it was like the first zombie. It's like a zombie.
Right, but imagine a horror movie where it's just one zombie. That's the issue. People don't find one zombie particularly frightening. So they always have to kind of zhuzh it up, add some stank on it, and make it more supernatural. So,
you don't have to think it's coming to get you, but the makeup for the old one, I just always thought that looked really sharp.
100%. Okay, so tell us what this one specifically is about.
One more thing. The other thing with the mummy is the whole thing about being buried alive. That's the
yeah.
fear.
Terrifying.
That's the fear.
Indeed.
All right. What were you asking? Oh, the mummy. The mummy. I mean,
Do you remember?
Steve Buscemi has a freaking mummy. He has his homeboys over there. Lift the lid where you can hear the styrofoam squeak.
Yes.
I was like, you went to the trouble to have the Foley artist put in the sound of styrofoam because that's what it sounded like.
That's hilarious.
And they stripped down the mummy, and then I thought it was scenes from Udo Kier's Frankenstein because he's up to his elbow inside the stomach of the mummy, pulling out onions and sniffing the inside till he found the secret scroll.
Yep. That's
And I mean, for God's sakes, he killed all his friends looking for what? For power and control, I guess.
It's revenge. It's a revenge story. Steve Buscemi is Bellingham. He's a college student who lives next door to Christian Slater, who's another college student. And the issue is that Bellingham, Steve Buscemi, is poor. So he's basically a scholarship student or whatever. And he was going for a scholarship. He was going for some kind of like money. Like there was like fill out,
a grant or something.
A grant or something along those lines. And Christian Slater, he's wealthy. His best friend is super wealthy. His sister's super wealthy. And they basically finagled the grant away from him, essentially. Like they cheated in such a way to get the grant. They
cheated. His sister wrote the grant, stole something. It was a whole thing.
Right. It was multiple steps. They basically were like, I'm stealing the money that I don't need. Because it's like to go to Europe and study blahs, blahs, blahs. And the dude steals the grant that he doesn't need because his family sends him to Europe anyway. But he's going to go and use the money to buy a Maserati.
When you're at the university, you're getting exposure. So it's not just about money. It's a certain level of exposure that's going to go on your resume. Prestige.
So they steal the grant, and I'm trying to remember, there's a term that they use for it that's just jumped right out of my brain. But Julianne
fellowship.
Something like it was like a fellowship. Julianne Moore also framed him for stealing, like literally stole something and planted it on him to further like make it so that he wouldn't get the grant, essentially. So it was all this stuff that they'd done just because they're the evil rich, essentially.
Right.
So he basically, to put himself through college, Steve Buscemi like buys shit and sells it at a profit. And one of the things he buys from an auction is an old fucking mummy, like a stone sarcophagus that must weigh 5 tons. And 2 moving men are delivering it to his room. And literally there's a point later in the movie where kind of like he's being kicked out of school for stealing the Zuni fetish. The Zuni fetish. Does that ring any bells?
Yes. Where's Karen Black?
100% trilogy.
But this Zuni fetish was just basically like a carved weenus, is what it looked like.
100%. But so the dean of students is like, "Oh, a sarcophagus," and he grabs the stone door of the stone sarcophagus and just casually moves it aside like it weighs 4 ounces. Oh, where's the mummy? That would be worth a lot if it had its mummy. So those dudes.
Well, apparently not. If a poor Steve Buscemi is able to just buy it, you can't be that poor.
Where is he buying it on the dark web? Where are you getting genuine mummies? Just
from the Rosicrucians. They always have mummies laying around.
Oh shit. So, but what makes this story kind of different is Steve Buscemi's an Egyptologist, and he talks about how when a mummy is prepared back in the day, they would shove a hook up your nose and pull your brain out of your nose. Then they would, open up the body and shove like spices and herbs and blah, blah, blah inside. Right. It's part of the mummification process. So when he sends the mummy out to kill the people who've done him wrong, that's what the mummy's there to do. he's not just strangling you like it's Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. He gets a coat hanger out of the closet, picks the dude up, shoves the hook up in his nose, and pulls his brain out.
That was disgusting. I
They
have
don't-
to say, that was very disgusting.
They don't show it, but what they do show is Julianne Moore comes home from wherever and sees like his brain like in the potpourri dish by the door. And
Yeah.
that was
Pass.
not great.
Pass.
So then Julianne Moore is going to be killed because after she's basically just a bad person. Even after her boyfriend's murdered, she really doesn't give a shit. She's like, whatever. Life goes on.
Yeah.
But then she goes back to plant the Zuni fetish to make sure the dude gets kicked out of school.
Right.
And that's when the mummy comes
Now she's
after
pissed.
her.
You wouldn't call the police or anything. You just plant this. Why wouldn't you want him dealt with?
Call the police for what? For sticking a mummy on you? That was the whole point.
How about call the police because my boyfriend's dead and his brain is in a cup by the door.
The police did come. They did investigate, but they couldn't find anything. And she said that she lied to the police about who did the murder. She doesn't explain why.
Why? That's what I mean.
That made no sense. She said he smelled of dead flowers. He was skinny and old, and whatever.
Oh,
not too
that's
concerned.
Great.
Such is life.
That's great.
So Christian Slater has sussed it all out that it was Bellingham all along who sicked the mummy on them. So he goes, beats up Steve Buscemi, ties him to a chair, and then proceeds with like an electric turkey knife, proceeds to cut the mummy into chunks.
Into bite-sized pieces he can throw in the fire. And again, elects to not call the police.
But again, what would you say? What are you saying? This guy's
at this point, Julianne Moore is also dead.
Yes. But what are you supposed to... I don't know what you're supposed to do if you know the guy sicked a mummy on you. We saw Fright Night. Cops aren't going to believe your bullshit story.
All right. But why do you let the dude loose?
Now that's a good question. He basically threatens to murder Bellingham if he doesn't give him the scroll that he uses to animate the mummy. So, because I think on some level, Christian Slater is like, he feels bad for what his sister and his best friend did to this guy. He knew they were bad people doing shitty stuff. So I think on some level, he's like, okay, let's get rid of the scroll and I'll let you go. And Buscemi tells him where to find a scroll.
They cheated on a paper. It was bad that they tried to plant the Zuni fetish doll.
Yeah.
But not a murder.
Fair.
He's murdered 2 people now.
He's murdered
Let's
2
be
people.
clear.
100%. Steve Buscemi guides him to a scroll, which of course, Christian Slater burns, but of course it's revealed not the real scroll. That was some Alexandrian porn or some shit like, which he also just kept.
Because I just have that all look exactly alike, and they're all just hanging out.
100%. So the
ridiculous.
The twist,
and again, on a different topic, Chris. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Christian Slater's greatest role. Your company has been bought by Sabre.
What's that from?
The Office. When they get bought out, they have to watch the video for Sabre, the company that just purchased them, and it's Christian Slater. Your company has been bought by Sabre.
Becky and I watched this movie. It was nominated for Academy Awards. It was called If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And it's Rose
how
Byrne.
Is that? I almost watched that on the plane.
It is dark and depressing. It is crazy. It sounds like it's a hoot. It is not a hoot, in fact. But
I'll tell you, Begonia took a left turn, not a hoot either.
Not a hoot. But so Rose Byrne is got like a child with like very severe needs, and she's kind of having a mental breakdown essentially. And her husband is like in the Navy or something, and is just she just talks to him on the phone. He's just always absentee. And throughout the entire time, like, who is she talking to? Who is that voice? I couldn't place it. I literally thought it was Albert Brooks or somebody. And then in the final moment, he comes out and it's Christian Slater. Like, I couldn't believe I couldn't. Because you got to remember, in the 90s, Christian Slater was essentially doing a Jack Nicholson impression.
Yeah.
Like, ever since Heathers, it was all like, he's Jack. I don't know what impression I'm doing now. He was doing a Jack Nicholson impression. So he was still carrying that through in this.
You slid into a Peter Lorre, I think, there for a minute.
It was a little Peter Lorre. I'll admit it. But all Tales from the Darkside stories, they're not happy endings. They never have a happy ending. And so Christian Slater thinks he's getting away scot-free, thinks everything's fine. He's burned the scroll. Steve Buscemi pulls out the real scroll and starts doing the chant. And then who comes to his door but the quasi-mummified best friend and sister who are coming to get him. And that's it. That's where it ends.
Womp, womp.
Womp, womp. Okay. Second story. The Cat from Hell. The one I fucking hate.
I thought we already talked about it. I was like, it's terrible. It is the old uncle from Christmas Vacation, or if you have a sharp eye, in the original movie's producers, he's the old drunk in a bar while they're across the way during opening night. Who's hanging out with him?
Oh yeah,
William Hickey.
William Hickey,
dude, who was only like 69 in this. He died at like 69.
Oh really? Is this his last movie?
This may have been his last movie,
oh, shit,
but I'm not sure. No. He died at age 69.
Well, you said he was 69 in this movie.
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
Okay.
He is somebody, because the original producers came out in the 60s.
Right.
And he looked old as then. But he clearly couldn't have been.
No.
Because he actually looks younger here because he's a little heavier.
Fair. Okay, so tell us what was
his... Okay.
God damn it.
This old geezer who you'll recognize right away is hired someone, David Johansen, or Buster Poindexter, previously of the New York Dolls.
Yep.
Yeah. To kill a cat. $100,000 kill the cat. Cat's cursed, killed his old spinstery sisters or mom or who the knows. And the cat's evil. Okay. So he leaves, and the cat kills him. And then it crawls inside of his body and waits for William Hickey to get back, comes out and kills him. How? I don't know. Just scratch you for 45 minutes until your jugular vein falls open. I don't know. How does a cat kill you?
Unclear.
Cats will eat you when you're dead and you don't feed them, for
That's
sure.
True.
But it's not. They don't commit premeditated murder. It's like slugs. Not scary. Cats are not scary.
Well, they established
dogs are scary.
Dogs are very scary. They established that essentially the way that this old rich man made his money, because he's a pharmaceutical guy, and they experimented the drug that made them wealthy on 5,000 cats, and they all died over the years. So now this one cat is back, and it's that thing.
Is that what's going to happen to the Sacklers?
One can hope. Did they experiment exclusively on cats for no reason?
I think they just experimented on poor people in Appalachia, I think. With a little something we like to call oxy.
Just a little something. You're 100% right that cats are not scary. This is not a tiger, right? This isn't a lion. It's a freaking house cat. Now, speaking of somebody...
Now, if this was a remake of some kind of Siegfried and Roy thing with demonic tigers, I might be down with that.
I mean, there was actually
that could be interesting.
There was a movie called Beast that came out a few years back with Idris Elba. And
not the Beastmaster?
I wish. I love the Beastmaster. Where it was literally like they're out in Africa and a lion is coming to get at them. And it was very effective. wasn't like the best movie ever, but it was like the moments where when the lion is like reaching in with his claws, it was pretty scary because
it's like Jaws. It's
like
land Jaws.
It's land Jaws. Because I had cats, and I'll tell you what, a little house cat has basically needles. Its claws are like needles, razor blades that can get at you. Now, does that mean you should be terrified of a house cat? Absolutely not. I mean, he's got a gun at one point, but of course he can't shoot it. He can't shoot his way out of a wet paper bag. If he fell out of a boat, he couldn't hit ocean. I mean, it was freaking ridiculous that he couldn't. So I don't know what else we want to say. It was boring and stupid, and it was a cat from hell. Anything else you want to say about this one?
It was the segment from hell. It is no Twilight Zone. Let's just say that.
Absolutely not. No, it was ridiculous. Stephen King should disavow it. He should have disavowed himself for writing it, frankly.
And honestly, some things are better in book form. Hence, Day of the Triffids that we are reading for our book club. It is better. I can't even imagine how you would create the Triffids in a reasonable way to make it seem scary. It's better to just keep it in your imagination so you're not thinking about it too much. You just know they're there. There are these things with stingers. Just leave it at that.
Fair enough.
If you try to make this thing into something and I see it, no
can do.
It's going to be ridiculous.
Let's go to the third story then, if we may,
which is the most triumphant, and that ain't saying much.
I thought it was quite good, but tell us. It was the gargoyles. Tell us what it's about.
So the gargoyle, I don't really remember how it started because I fell asleep 3 times, but a dude seemed to be out on the streets late at night. Some homie gets his head chopped off. The monster comes down, and it looks surprisingly like the gargoyle from The Exorcist. Or am I thinking of the
Zuzu?
Yeah. Where they're out. No, maybe it's The Omen I'm thinking. The Omen, you see this thing against the desert sky where they're going to dig up the grave.
Oh, in Jezreel, Brigida, or whatever it was called.
Yeah. Brigida.
It was Brigida. I am 16, going on 17.
Going on 17. But it looked like that.
Okay.
But only if Frank Oz made it, because it was also looked a little kind of shitty at the same time. So it's like, I'm going to let you live, but you can never mention this to another person. Suddenly, there's Radon Chong ready to kick boots with you. And this was her time to shine. For those who don't know.
Kick boots? Is that a thing? I'm not familiar with
the
that
whole thing.
Okay,
that's an old term from the Wayback Machine. But, and for people who don't know, Radon Chong is Tommy Chong's daughter. That is really her biggest claim to fame.
100%.
So she and James Remar get busy and get married and have lots of babies. And he decides just to the whole thing up. And he gets his head chewed off. The end.
So, yes, James Remar is a starving artist who has just been fired by his agent. And literally the gallery downtown is like, if you don't pick up your shit, we're going to throw it in the trash, essentially. What's funny about this is you never actually, like, even later in the movie where he's like at the big gallery opening and he's the toast of the town, they never really show you his art. Did you notice that?
That's probably best. That's probably for the best.
Although
he drew pictures of the gargoyle. It seemed okay.
Those seemed okay, but it's like, I wasn't sure if he was like working in clay or in chalk or in paint or if he was doing some kind of collages or what because it was just.
Once they get together, you never see him draw another goddamn thing again.
Fair.
He doesn't pick up a brush. He just magically, he's at all these things.
Yes. So he's just been fired. He's out drinking. And as he's leaving the bar, 3
Are
sheets
you
to the
literally
wind.
retelling the story I
Yes.
just told?
Because you literally just said, I don't know what the happened. He's just wandering the streets. I'm trying to set up what happened. He is walking out. The bartender is killed by the gargoyle, seemingly for no reason. Just for being in that alley at that moment. So it was
The
weird.
gargoyle wanted a piece of rebar.
Clearly. So, and their relationship is very bizarre because he sees her after surviving the attack and basically grabs her and shoves her in an alley. So much so that 10 years later, when they have kids, that's the story they tell their kids. Was that when
Oh my
you thought
God.
Dad was going to rape
Dad
you?
was going to rape you? Yeah. I was like, what the f?
Yes. 100%. 100%.
I wrote that down.
Yes, it's a thing. So after they get together quickly. They get together really quickly. Like he invites her back to his loft. At one point he's like, I'll call you a cab because no one can get a cab in this area because it's the shittiest part of town. And then, but he doesn't. Like he's on the phone and they're like, hello. And he hangs up. Oh, I guess no one's answering kind of thing. Cause he's all set to kick boot.
Get
as they
busy.
say.
Kick boots. That was a thing.
I thought it was knocking the boots. I don't know if it was kicking the boots.
Knock boots, kicking boots.
Okay.
Whatever.
Fair enough.
Shoot the boot.
But
shut up.
Very, very early on, she's like, hey, I have a friend of a friend who runs the hottest gallery in town who wants to see your work, basically. So it's like she is like his good luck charm, right? The moment they start dating, everything's going right for him, right? He's got this fancy relationship. He's now, his agent's calling him, trying to get him back because everybody loves his art and all that shit. But he's obsessed with that night. The night the gargoyle visited him. So like surreptitiously, he's drawing in chalk, like what it looks like. And those were actually very cool looking chalk drawings.
They were
black. They were kind of interesting. So 10 years later, smash cut. They're super wealthy. He, still lives in the shitty loft for no reason.
So it's fancied up a little bit. He's got 2 kids. He's married. They're very much in love. So
he says,
what do gentlemen like to do? They like to f it up.
We do actually. He says, basically like, I'll move to the country for you because I love you. These have been the best 10 years of my life, and I want to give you everything. And she says something to the effect of, well, there's nothing that you have that you can give me. There's nothing I need from you. Something along those lines. I don't remember.
Like I already have everything. I know everything. What more is there?
So he says, there's one thing I can give you that you don't already have, and that's the truth about the night we met. And he tells her the whole story, shows her some shit that he little sculpture that he made of the creature. And that's when she says, you idiot, I told you never to tell, and then changes into the fucking gargoyle. And the way it seemed to me, and you can correct me, is that this was a curse.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, she's not changing because she's pissed off. She's changing because he broke the vow, the curse is back.
Right.
Kind of thing. And so she's changing. And then you hear the kids crying in their room. And he goes in there, and now they're fucked up gargoyles as well. His 2 children. And in spite of it all, he's still like, honey, just change back. It's okay. He's doesn't give a shit. He's like, I don't care if you're really a gargoyle. Just change back. And she says, I can't. And he's like, but I loved you. And she's like, I loved you too, but you broke your promise. And she bites him. He bites him in the neck, kills him.
Yeah.
Robert Klein, the agent, is still trying to find a cab. She gargoyled out, grabs the gargoyle children, flies up through the picture window or whatever it is, the skylight, smashing, growling, "Arr!" And he looks up like, what the fuck was that? Then it cuts to now there's 3 stone gargoyles on the roof, and that's how it ends.
Yeah, that was the best one, I would say. And I was surprised. I did not know that she was a gargoyle. I mean, it was goofy, and the gargoyle was not very effective. It was such a rubber suit kind of a situation. But that did surprise me, along with her ripping his head off.
It was a shocking twist. No,
It was a shocking twist, but I love that actor though. He's always great. Even Sex and the City, he was great.
James Remar is excellent.
Yes,
You're absolutely right that the gargoyle effects looked a little janky.
yeah.
But I thought the story was quite affecting. I thought it was quite good in spite of that. I think I would argue that, see, and I kind of like the Mummy one too. I thought they were both kind of fun. The Mummy one's fun. Gargoyle one kind of was like I said, like there was a little kind of heart kind of dipped in there a little bit. If the gargoyles looked a little better, I think that would have been a good bookend to the absolute abomination that was the Cat from Hell. So
I just feel like since it's based on a comic book, I think all of this would have been more effective as animation.
Oh, maybe so. I don't know if these stories are based on any comic books. I
No,
think,
but it's that vibe. I mean, that was the
Okay.
Creepshow vibe, and this is a rip off of Creepshow. You
Tales
may
from the Crypt.
recall I used to have the graphic novel that my brother then stole from me and ruined. So I
Correct.
don't know if you know which brother that might be.
I will get you the Tales from the Darkside graphic novel. How about that? Does that make us all square?
What about my first edition, The Dark Knight?
You mean the Killing Joke?
The Killing Joke. Where
Yeah.
might that be also?
I'm
that
sure I
one,
probably
that
still have
magically went away.
It went into my
It was
collection.
pure and untouched, unwrinkled. It was fantastic.
What do you think? I'm wrinkling the pages? What do you think I'm doing with these comic books?
You were a little kid, so you probably were folding it backwards. If anything, it's like wadded up in a ball. It may still exist.
It could be.
But not in the pristine collection that a college student would have kept it.
Fair. Let me
Joke. That's right.
Shall we go behind the scenes, by the by?
Let's go.
And I have to say, there were periods, particularly during the Cat from Hell, that I was looking at my phone. So I started to look at
Fair. As you should.
It blows.
It drives us to our Chinese overlord. I've been actually, TikTok sucks so much now. Thank you, friends of Trump that purchased it from my Chinese overlord, that I've actually gone back and I'm looking at Reels.
Uh-oh. Womp, womp.
On Instagram, because I can't handle it. I pause for one picture of little Punch the monkey, and then that's all it offers. Or they try to foist a gorilla on me. I'm like, no, I'm only looking at little Punch the monkey. But where are all the other stuff you used to show me?
Not interested.
They don't understand.
Behind the scenes, we talked about that Tales from the Darkside, the movie, is considered by many fans and Tom Savini himself to be the official Creepshow 3. How about that?
I've got some things about Tom Savini.
Uh-oh.
Taste is not necessarily his really strong force.
During a scene in Lot 249, Dawn of the Dead from 1978 can be heard playing from the TV. How about that?
Dawn of the Dead fucked me up.
It's good.
Back in the day.
It's good stuff. We
Very
haven't done that.
Very
we
effective.
haven't done that. That might be too much. Is that too real?
No. Zombie was much more upsetting.
Fair.
But I already told you I saw our local production did Night of the Living Dead, but with they just kept
Choose Your Own
changing the
Adventure.
ending. But what would happen if the black guy didn't die? And they just kept changing who died at the end. It was not great.
In the episode, The Cat from Hell, a TV is showing a scene from Martin, 1977, also written and directed by George A. Romero, which we've done on this show. How about that?
Literally, when you said a scene from Martin, I was like, Martin!
What up? Yeah, that one.
I was like, what? Martin was involved with George Romero.
This is important.
Yes, the other Martin.
This is important because George Romero wrote the screenplay for the segment Cat from Hell, arguably the shittiest segment. So that's
the shittiest. Not even Arya. All people can agree on one thing. Hey, you may love Trump, you may hate Trump, but we can all agree that The Cat from Hell is the worst segment.
It's the worst, no question. Feature film debut of Julianne Moore, who portrays Susan in Lot 249.
That is surprising.
It is. It is. She was in a lot
Favorite
of stuff.
Julianne Moore is either Boogie Nights or Magnolia.
Still Alice. Just kidding.
No, I didn't see that. That seemed very upsetting.
It does. A sequel was planned but never went past pre-production. Wah, wah.
Is it because this sucked? Just because you plan it. I planned on being rich, but looky here.
There's a prejudice against anthologies, says George A. Romero. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it is.
It's called when you show us 3 shitty movies in one, people get upset. And there's a prejudice against anthology, like the Twilight Zone. No one really likes that.
He says
or
he
the
goes
Outer
on
Limits or Night Gallery. You know,
we hate.
I think the difference is the writing.
He says that something like Jaws is episodic as it moves from smaller scene beats to different ones. So, just like an anthology.
Again.
Okay.
A better story, better writing.
Fair.
Yeah, it's just Tales from the Darkside is exactly like Jaws. You're right, George.
The segment titled Lover's Vow is taken from Woman in the Snow, a segment from the Japanese movie Kwaidan from 1964. How about that?
Yeah. Now we're really reaching.
We're reaching. Let's see. The character Halston, played by David Johansen, is in the kitchen after his first battle with the cat and chides himself saying, "Can't get hot. Can't let yourself get hot ever. You make mistakes when you're hot." And we know his big hit as Buster Poindexter. Hot. 100%. Coincidence? Unclear.
I never understood the Buster Poindexter. I'm like, why is David Johansen now Buster Poindexter?
This movie is funny because...
I mean, it wasn't Prince where all of a sudden now he's just a symbol.
It's just like Prince. It's the same thing. I want to talk about the cast because this is kind of interesting because this was a definite period when David Johansen was an actor in a bunch of things.
Yes.
And
he's not bad.
He's not bad. And Rae Dawn Chong, this was definitely her apex. She was in a bunch of stuff about this time as well. Let's talk about, the director was John Harrison, not George Romero, but he was kind of a protege. He was usually the first assistant director for George Romero.
Okay.
You know him from 3 episodes of the TV miniseries Dune in 2000. How about that?
Huh. There was a miniseries of Dune?
I guess so. He was a writer on the 2000 film Dinosaur, which I'm unfamiliar with.
Unfamiliar.
He wrote the 2015 movie Residue. You know that one?
Yeah, and the follow-up is Moist.
Residue. And of course, he directed the 1990 film Tales from the Darkside, the movie.
And then he retired.
And then he gave it all up. Let's look at the cast here. Debbie Harry played Betty in the wraparound story. You know her from such things as Videodrome in 1983, Hairspray in
Yeah.
1988.
Oh, yeah.
She was Velma Von Tussle. She was in something
I
called
mean, she's perfect in Hairspray because everybody is a terrible actor. That's part of the charm of a John Waters
taking
film.
shots. The tide is
Are
high.
you on drugs? Have you not ever seen a John Waters? Everybody's super stiff.
Fair.
That's what makes it so funny.
She was in My Life Without Me in 2003, playing Anne's mother.
Good Lord, she was knocking it out.
And she was in Tales from the Darkside, the movie, in 1990. Matthew Lawrence played Timmy. There's like 10 million actors in this that we're going to be talking about. Matthew Lawrence played Timmy. I clicked something because that's just what I do. You know him from such things as Mrs. Doubtfire in 1993. He was in The Hot Chick, which was a Rob Schneider jam in 2002.
A lot of controversy about Rob Schneider these days, isn't there?
He's a right winger. He's a MAGA guy, shockingly enough.
But his daughter has come out. You know, the singer has been telling all kinds of tales about
100%.
him.
He was in 40 episodes of Brotherly Love, where he played with his two brothers, including Joey. And he was
all very 90s.
He was in 69 episodes of Boy Meets World from 97 to 2000. How about that?
Yeah.
Let's see. Christian Slater played Andy in the segment Lot 249. You know him from Very Bad Things in 1998. He was in True Romance in 1993, the main character of True Romance.
You know, I've never seen that.
I like it. It's written by Tarantino, but it's directed by Tony Scott. So it's got kind of a little bit of both the flavor going on there.
All right.
He was Will Scarlet in 1991's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, where he struggled with his British accent.
As the rest of the cast did also.
He sounded like Prince Charles compared to old Costner, I'll tell you what. And he was in Broken Arrow in 1996. He was hanging around there doing his thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Steve Buscemi played Bellingham.
We love Buscemi.
We do. You know him from Fargo in 1996.
Love him in Fargo.
Ghost World in 2001.
Never saw that.
Reservoir Dogs 1992, playing Mr. Pink.
Classic. Oh, yes.
And in 2017, he was in The Death of Stalin.
Oh, I never saw that. And of course, he was in, what was that series on HBO?
Boardwalk Empire.
Oh my God, he was so good in that. That was such a good series.
Julianne Moore played Susan. You know her from Far From Heaven, horribly depressing, in 2002. She was Amber Waves.
She plays horribly depressing very well.
She does.
Horribly depressing.
Magnolia, 1999. Linda Partridge.
Horribly depressing, but in the end uplifting.
And Still Alice in 2014 about Alzheimer's disease. So it was a hoot.
Yeah.
It was a laugh riot.
It was a laugh riot.
Let's see. David Johansen played Halston in The Cat from Hell. You know him from such things as Scrooged in 1988.
Yep.
He was in Let It Ride in 1989. He was
Unfamiliar.
Oh God, he was in the movie version of Car 54, Where Are You, in 1994.
Oh no. There was never a chance in hell I was ever going to see that.
What were we thinking about? And he was in the soundtrack for Kick-Ass in 2010. How about that?
All right. In other words, hot.
do. And who else? There's more.
That's not necessary.
What are you talking about? We have more to do here, for God's sakes. We've got James Remar played Preston in Lover's Vow.
James Remar has been in everything, everywhere, all at once.
He was
He was in Sex and the City.
He was in Sex and the City: A Farewell in 2004.
Oh Lord,
playing Self.
He was in The Warriors. Yeah,
he was. He was in Dexter Resurrection for 20 episodes.
Well, and he was in Dexter. He played
100%.
Dexter's father.
He was in Oppenheimer in 2023, playing Henry Stimson.
I was never going to see that.
He was in 7 episodes of It, Welcome to Derry in 2025.
Oh yeah, that? I never revisited. I watched a couple episodes and I never went back.
Ray Don Chong played Carola or Carola. I'm not sure. It's a weird name. Why is that the name of the gargoyle? Is that
Let's call her Carola.
Not Corolla.
And then their daughter Tercel
and
Forerunner.
Ray Don Chung played Cindy in 1985's Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I remember that. She played
had her moment.
She did it. In 1985, she played Squeak in The Color Purple.
I don't remember.
1981, she was in Quest for Fire.
God, I didn't like that either.
Tales from the Darkside, the movie in 1990. I always talk about one movie that I loved her in, and it's controversial. It was Soul Man. I was talking to somebody about the movie Soul Man from like 1988. Do you know Soul Man?
I remember it, but I don't think I ever saw it.
See, Thomas Howell is trying to get into Harvard, but his parents have cut him off. So he basically
Jesus, he pretends he's black.
He pretends he's black. Yeah. And it's Ray Don Chong plays his love interest. And actually, they got married. They were married for a long time after Soul Man. James Earl Jones is in it.
Did he have to remain in blackface for the whole relationship?
Throughout their entire relationship. And look, it sounds horrific. It sounds very problematic, but it actually has a good message. Because he doesn't, he goes in blackface. This is as a white individual saying, oh, it's not bad. He is in blackface, but he doesn't act in a stereotypically black fashion. Because it's like it's getting into Harvard.
Not like Michael Anthony Hall.
The chick
don't get the smoke. That's what it is.
Another scene that I love. I love. Weird Science. On the telephone. Anyway.
All damn night.
Every damn night. And what's this boy mean on the telephone, man? Tales from before I get canceled, let's move on. Tales from the Darkside, the movie, currently has a rating of 48% rotten. Wah, wah. I know what the audience gave it.
36.
45. They were surprisingly on the same page. Let's see. Only 3 top critics. You'll be shocked to know.
I am shocked. Lay it on me, brother.
Janet Maslin of the New York Times gave it 3 out of 5, saying, thanks to casting that is savvier than the horror norm and to direction by John Harrison that is workmanlike and sometimes even witty, at least it's fun.
Is it?
3 out of 5.
Oh
it's
my
that
God.
kind of fun.
I feel like the movie studios were paying people salaries.
Odie Henderson from House Next Door says, shrug emoji, privilege is also a crime in Cat from Hell, which once again pits the rich against a supernatural force for whom money holds no currency. How about that?
All right.
That again, I cannot stress that that is the lousiest of the 3.
I cannot stress that I will never watch this movie again.
You can't stress that?
I cannot stress it enough.
Fair. Let's talk to our in-house movie critic, AI Rex Reed, and see what he has to say.
All right, Rex Reed.
Tales from the Darkside, the movie, is a horror anthology held together with chewing gum and campfire smoke, where half the stories fizzle, the other half overact, and poor Deborah Harry looks trapped in a Halloween special that escaped public access television.
That's all right.
Not bad. Thank you for that.
Not the
AI.
best, not the worst.
They
Just
can't
like
all be
this
winners.
movie.
Just like this movie. What is your rating of Tales from the Darkside, the movie?
2 out of 5. I was bored to death.
I'm going to give it 3 out of 5.
What
And
the hell?
I think if it added better middle section, if they got rid of Cat from Hell and replaced it with fucking anything, it might be a 3.5.
Test pattern.
If
It could
was
have
just
been an hour-long movie in just 2 pieces.
100%. It's honestly, that is in my mind, that's the anchor. I think the other segments are fine. Look, it's not goddamn Shakespeare, I acknowledge. But the Cat from Hell is just such a stinker that it just bums it out. So there you go. 3 out of 5. Just like Janet Mausey.
Yeah, it really felt like it was not a movie. It really felt like it was made for TV.
Fair.
You know
Fair,
what I mean?
fair. I gotcha. I can't argue too vehemently. Anything else about Tales from the Darkside, the movie?
I've already forgotten it.
Fair enough.
I have already forgotten it. Now I'm thinking it's Demon Night. I've erased it.
Which, if you have the option, go check out Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night. I love that one. That's a forgotten classic.
That's what I confuse. Tales from the Dark Side versus Tales from the Crypt.
Fair. Not
Go
the same
for the
thing.
Crypt.
Go for the Crypt, 100%.
I mean, there's no Academy Awards over there either, but
No.
it's somewhat amusing.
It is somewhat. Hey, the Demon Night with our boy Billy Zane is
Billy Z.
Billy Z. Dynamite. Now, thank you very much. Go to our pages across social media. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads. You can also watch our smiling faces on YouTube. Ooh la la. You can email us the podcast that wouldn't die at Gmail. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere the finer podcasts are available. So don't forget to like, share, rate, and review. Won't you?
Won't you please?
Aaron, what is your social media situation?
I have some lovely artwork on Artsy and First Dibs, Aaron Doherty, Instant Dreams Gallery. I'm on the Instagram. I am the Cult of Aaron. Join the cult.
Boom! As you know, we like to go and check out what our friends and family are doing across the social media landscape. Aaron, what are the streets saying?
Dude, on the TikTok, Clarence Oddbody reached out to me and wanted to know when we were going to get more James Remar. And you know what? It's coming up. We're going to do the Warriors. Yay, Clarence. All for you.
It was all for you, Damien. It's all for you. We are going to do the Warriors at some point, but we're doing the Bad Seed next. How about that?
Oh, well, whatever.
Sorry, Clarence. You'll have to wait one more week. How can you watch the Bad Seed with Rhoda hitting people with her tap shoes and stealing that spelling medal or whatever the hell it is? How
Dude,
can you
don't worry about Dexter. Worry about Rhoda.
Rhoda. You can watch it for free if you have Canopy. Do you have Canopy?
No.
It's a sad, sad situation.
Where can I watch it for money?
You can pay $3.99 to rent it on Prime Video, or you can buy it for $4.99. How about that?
Damn you, Jeff Bezos.
Doing it. It's also $3.99 on Apple TV, YouTube, Fandango, or you can just buy it. Yeah, just a pittance more, if you will.
It's literally on TV every other minute, except when we are going to review it.
That is correct. As is the way. So
as is the way. It's on TMC every 5 minutes.
except this 5-minute period.
That's correct.
So send in your favorite scenes, favorite quotes, comments, and questions, and we may talk about it on the show. So thank you very much, and be well.
Be well, kids.